Chin found it.
I found it, so I just want to see how you guys feel.
The
about
one
this.
video of a cop probably doing something bad.
I was just making that example of that one cop.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So here we go. This is from, by the way, this is Active Self Protection, big YouTube channel. They're great, and I think they upload every day.
From Modesto, California. Officers are on the lookout here for a guy who his sister has called in 911 because her brother has been sending her text messages that he just bought a gun and that they need to watch out to see what happens next. And this guy has been in an officer safety bulletin, and so officers recognized him because he has made threats to officers. He said the only good cop is a dead cop. And all for Christmas is
Already, yeah, I hear you. But
okay, just so you guys know, now pause this for a sec. Now, I want you guys to think about this. You're a cop. You're driving around the street looking for a guy who is dangerous. He has a gun and has expressed several times his intent to kill cops.
Or
so you know that you know as you're driving your car that you're going to be in for something very possibly a life and death situation, and you're driving your car.
100%. I agree with you.
Just so you guys know.
Officers have been called in this area. They've been looking out around this church for this guy. The officer here whose badge cam we are watching is looking around and is going to see him kind of over his right shoulder as he comes around through here. So you can see him looking over to his left. He's actually here in a little while going to see this guy duck in between buildings on the right, and a confrontation is going to ensue. That's what he's been told. That's what he has to see. Let's listen in on the camera.
Where's the guy at?
Right there in front of the church. Hands up. You see him?
What's he getting though?
Oh, there he is.
Behind the church, west side of the complex. Shut your hand! Put your hands up! Zebra 5, facing southbound, west side of the park.
That was a good shot, by the way. That's a long way away.
Yeah, that is not close.
Very good shot. You can't be reaching down like that.
No.
Shut your hand!
The guy's still alive?
What do you think, Bren?
I think this is what you do as a cop in a life.
Yeah, so far I don't have
that
a
guy
problem.
has a gun. You can't see his hand.
Hold on.
I've sped this up simply for the sake of time. The officer's shots proved fatal to this man. Officers did not find a gun on scene or on the person of this man. This is the officer's 5th officer-involved shooting, the 4th fatally. It is still under investigation. We're going to talk about this one a lot, and that is where the lessons from today's video ends.
What's the problem?
I mean, so we see it differently then.
Oh man, if this guy has marketing going around, the only cop is a dead cop.
No. When he says, here's the problem for me. When he has his hands up, he's like, "Put your hands up."
But then he pulls his hand down,
So
right?
watch this trend.
But then he pulls his hand down,
So
right?
you know this guy's said, the only good cop's a dead cop, and I'm gonna kill cops.
And the sister calls, says he has a gun.
Okay, so you're driving. You're a cop. You're driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, watch this. You see a guy here. You don't get me. You've never been in this situation, so you don't get me.
Have you been shot at?
No, you don't. You have no idea.
I've been shot at. What are you talking about?
You still have no idea what it's like to be a cop. You have no idea.
No, but you're saying I don't know the situation. I know what a situation is.
Until you're in that situation, you have no idea. I promise you.
I've been shot at, bro. Have you?
But go through your thing, Chin. You go through your thing.
So now watch this. Hand here. Show me your hands.
Whose responsibility is that, Chin?
Right
You
now.
want to rewind that
right
again,
now,
dude?
you're getting shot.
He lowered his hand, Chin.
You're getting shot.
Hold on. Watch
did it more than
the
once.
sequence. Watch the sequence.
But
It's so crazy.
Let me ask you this, Chin. What should he do there?
Now, here's
not shoot right away.
Hold on. Here's where.
By the way, he shot from the.
But here's where Chin has a
from
point.
the get-go. From the get-go, he shot.
Should he wait till he gets shot at?
Here's where Chin has a point.
Hold on.
The point is this: there may have been, Chin, to take your point in hand, there may have been an ability to get cover and talk to him at a distance. What are you doing? What's going on? What it looked like here is he shot him from a distance.
Yeah.
He was squeezed off like 5 rounds before that. So let's just watch this again.
I don't know if this is the beginning of it. Let's see. But it's hard to see too, right? You can't really see.
So where should he cover there, B?
But that alone.
One,
Get on the
was
ground.
4
Get on the
shots.
ground. He didn't go on the ground. He just shot him. So that's the
So
first
I can't
thing.
see where that guy is.
I know. I can't see what the guy's doing.
So I do think that was a premature shooting
So do I.
from where I'm at.
How could you not though? With the information you have, wants to kill cops, has a gun.
Looks like he walks and then gets behind a bush.
So he
Yeah.
said, get on the ground, and exactly 1 second later, he's fired off rounds.
But we can't see what the
Hold on,
guy's
let's see.
doing.
Now look, his hands are up. I don't think he's hit.
But what's he doing there?
Because he's already shot. Imagine like.
Show me your hands.
Church, west side complex.
But what's he
Reach in
doing there?
again. Show me your hands. Yeah, you gotta
Hold
shoot
on.
him there.
Complex. Show me your hand! Put your hands up!
He put his hands up and then he shot him.
Yeah,
Come on, dude.
bad. And he had no gun on him.
And then plus just knowing his priors, like he shot it. How many times, dude? Officer involved
trigger happy.
shootings.
That's trigger happy.
That's what I'm thinking here.
It's trigger happy. He's in trouble. That'll be.
I mean, yeah.
My thing is that he engaged right away. He said, "Get on the ground," and he went "Bah, bah, bah," and started shooting.
What area is this in?
That's my issue.
Modesto.
That's California.
If that's my brother, I'm going. You didn't give him time to fucking even comply.
If that's my brother, again, I'd probably be pretty upset. But then also, you should have got him
looking for him.
help.
be looking for him.
You should have got him help.
Yeah.
'Cause
No, but-
hold on. You're saying my brother's posting only good cop is a dead cop, and then the sister calls the cops because you recently got a gun, and then you're
about to
upset
see what I'm gonna
that
do.
the cop, and you're gonna see what I'm do, and then you're upset the cop responds in an aggressive manner when he shows up.
Well, there's no doubt that you understand why this guy shot him in a lot of ways because you're nervous. You're running toward the guy. You see the guy. You know, I don't know what he saw. I can't tell with that camera angle. But if you see a guy, if you see a guy, if you go get on the ground, if you see a get on the ground and you see the guy do this,
Let me see.
if you see get on the ground. But I do think in that situation you probably could have said, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" from cover, and talk to him. Just talk to him.
Yeah.
That's what I
NorCal.
think. I think there are cops that would have been able to de-escalate that in a heartbeat.
But my
He
main thing
wasn't
was
breaking
like,
the law.
no, my main thing was like his prior, like 5 involved,
That's a lot.
officer involved
It's a
shooting,
lot.
four
It's a
fatalities.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It also depends what those 4 priors are.
That's very true,
This will all
Brent,
be
but I
brought up.
mean-
He could just be doing a
This will
good
be
job.
adjudicated. This
There's
will be
also
adjudicated.
that.
But I mean, just for me watching the video, I feel like he went a little too far,
So do a lot of
too
people.
fast.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I. I agree with you. I'm with.
I think the cop wants to go home. He deals with a lot of bad people. and
Brent,
wants to
I'm
go
with you
home
on
to his
that
family.
too.
Now there's a way to do that where he didn't have to escalate. So a couple things. The kid was not breaking the law. He was also
But he
was
just
also unarmed.
acquired a gun, and his number one goal is to kill a cop.
No, Brent, his sister
There has
said,
to be some responsibility by that guy putting that energy out there.
The way to do that is not to do this. Get on the ground, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. And plus, he didn't have any weapons
He didn't
on
give
him.
him time to get on the ground.
Yeah.
He didn't give him time to comply.
I'll give you the argument on the first shots, like, all right, you're kind of far away, can't see. The second one, when his hands are up in the air, but then he reaches his hand down, I'm with the cop.
But then when he said put your hands up, he was putting his hands up.
But then
and
he put it
the
down.
cop shot.
But no, he originally did that, and then he put it down, Chin.
Brent,
That's
you
why
want
he
to
got
watch it
shot.
again?
No,
Go
I
ahead,
saw it, I
Chin.
saw
You're
it.
off.
No, I saw it.
You're
Put his
off,
hands-
Brendan.
No,
You're off
no,
on
I'm
this
not.
one.
No, I'm not. He goes, put your hands up. He puts his hands
So
up like you're saying. Then he
reached
lowers
down.
his hand.
Twice he reached down. Twice. If I got a gun on me, I'm doing this the whole time. You gotta hear my hands. I'm not gonna do anything. You know, this guy wasn't really there.
He
wasn't all there.
Shit, I can't fucking
Painful way
focus.
to die. It's really sad. It's fucking
Damn
sad,
it.
man. It's sad.
Let's watch the whole
This is
thing
my
again.
issue. Watch this.
This is pretty quick. I can't tell what the guy's doing there, though.
He's walking.
the-
He's walking, and then you can see the last shot hits him down.
Yeah, but I can't see. Like, was he bending down? Was he grabbing something?
Hold on, let's look again.
It's hard to tell. It's like the Bigfoot
Yeah,
video.
Yeah.
Let's wait till it calms down here.
It's too
Still
blurry.
blurry, yeah, it's still blurry. But he seems like
This
he's
is the
walking.
questionable one because the guy's still alive there.
So let me see if I, because he moves around.
See,
so
one hand's
much.
up. So it's both hands up. Then watch this. And hand down, grabbing something. Hands up. And then right here, watch. Hand down. In the pocket. In the pocket.
That killed him.
But then he was putting his.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Chin,
Like, yeah.
Twice he brought his hand down. in that situation, you as a cop, you're trained to shoot. You can't see his hand. He's reaching. There's all this stuff.
Nah, I want to go back home to my family. Fuck these scumbags.
My larger issue is that there
initial
might have been
fire.
a way to be like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? And you take cover and you talk to him. There's a way to handle it. This guy, though,
Real quick.
this guy was obviously dealing with somebody who said, in his mind, he goes, this guy's got a gun. He's going to do something bad. And I can't let him.
And why do you think he does that?
Because he's got a history of it.
There you go.
There's a long history of it.
And so maybe I'm more triggered by the fact that.
Remember, he was on the cops' watch list.
Yeah.
For making threats to cops.
Yes. And by the way, so let me just say these two things. So I was, kind of like when he was walking away and then he's shooting him, like that already tells me this cop is trigger happy. Secondly, how do I feel personally about people that make threats to cops saying they should die? What do you think I think?
Yeah.
I think they should go to jail or die.
Well, so here's the thing.
That's what happened.
Chin, I think what you're saying is that I think this cop is trigger happy. I will give you that.
That's the main.
this
thing
I'm
cop
not
I'm
willing to
thinking
say he's
about this
trigger happy
guy.
unless I see the 4 cases that he was involved in.
So no, there's an investigation with this, so we'll see what happens with this.
This one for sure, there's gonna be an investigation. The other 4, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
this family's going to win money because he's unarmed. But again,
It's gonna
he
be
was
tough.
behaving. He was
With his
behaving
prior
erratically.
with his prior issues,
He was
I don't
clearly
know.
not there. He was not all there, man. This kid wasn't all there.
The kid's obviously messed.
It's so
But the
sad.
thing is, like, yeah,
It was also 2 years ago. Is there no update?
It's fucking sad, man. Oh yeah, look up the. Thank you. Update.
Trevor Seaver. Oh wait, Joseph Lamont show. That's weird because I just googled it and there was another Modesto one that just happened.
Modesto might be popping off too, so he's in a war
it's
area,
popping off.
and so he's probably trigger happy, man. He's also doing his job.
Yeah.